My bad. Hello, 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 hello? Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh my god, it's so dark in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, everybody. We are here to cover weather that is currently ongoing in the month of August, and it is a little strange to think of that usually weather doesn't occur in August, at least tornadic weather. We do usually have some derechos or some sort of severe weather events throughout August. However, currently we are experiencing, I believe, yeah, this is still a tornado on the ground right now in Iowa, which isn't impossible to happen, of course, but we're seeing the possibility of it right now as this storm continues to move across northeastern Iowa. So let me just get all of my things set up. I know it's been a while since I have made some sort of live stream or any sort of video. I've been working on a lot of stuff. Also, the models, I haven't looked at them, like, really at all. I feel like I don't really need to make a weather update since I thought it was going to be so calm, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case with what we're seeing now. So, I believe that this is going to be possibly what we're going to see every few weeks or something. It's not going to be anything, like, very frequent, but I am thinking that we are going to see more today, of course, as we're already seeing quite a bit, as time goes on. So let me just get all this stuff up. I just need to... There we go. I think I have everything. Okay, so let's switch the scene over here to number 2. So... Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait. This is not working. Let me load it. Okay, wait, let me try this again. Filters. What? What's this not working? Weird. You know what? I might have to restart my stream or something. Wait. You know what? Whatever. There's supposed to be a scrolling bar on the screen. Well, that's the scrolling bar for one of them. I guess I'll just keep that then. Let me just do it on this too. It doesn't say tornado warning, but it does say severe thunderstorm warning, so I guess that's all you need to know for now. I'll try to fix it to where it includes a tornado warning too, but I always have to reopen the app whenever I do something like that, so just realize that. Anyways, we currently have quite a bit going on. We did have a slight risk. Well, we still have a slight risk over here in the Northeast, in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. That is still continuing along. We're unsure if we're going to get much more past when that line makes it to New York City. We probably won't, but we are seeing quite a bit of winds right now, and at my location, we're actually seeing quite a bit of thunderstorm activity because I live near that area, so... but of course, the main focus right now is our tornado warning in Iowa, which currently is still apparently on the ground. We can't see a CC drop out of the storm. It's extremely hard to tell because it's so far away from any sort of, you know, radar. So I feel like it's going to be hard to tell from all this clutter if there is a CC drop. This definitely isn't. Yeah, they are saying that there is some tornado damage, so there is a tornado here and some tornado damage up over here in Fairbank, Iowa. So this tornado has been known to cause damage, so definitely make sure to stay in your safe spot if you live in Independence, Winthrop, Quasqueton, Raleigh, Jessup, Hazleton, and Aurora. So all of those areas need to be heading towards the most interior room of a sturdy shelter away from any outside connection, such as windows or doors. Make sure that if you were to walk through walls, make sure the room that you're in, if you walk through all of the walls, you would only end up in other rooms, never outside. Also, make sure if you are in a mobile home to evacuate immediately, and if you're in a car, try to go towards a ditch and head into there to stay away from those winds. Also, make sure that if you don't have a basement, make sure that you're in the bathroom and putting a hard surface on the exterior, soft surface on the interior on top of you in the bathtub, preferably a mattress. I know that takes a while to explain, but you'll thank me later. But yeah, let me just see what these comments are. One thing I will say about, like, tropical activity, I know you like to talk about tropical activity, but one thing I'll say about it, I don't know if I'm not very confident on a lot happening this August. I know some people are saying there's gonna be models that kind of show stuff and some tropical activity. I'm still in that opinion where, like, it wouldn't be super surprising if we don't get anything in August. I'm still kind of in that opinion, but I don't know if that's the perfect opinion. Well, there's no perfect opinion, but I personally believe that. So we'll see what happens. I'm just watching these storms near me, just so you know. There's also a few severe thunderstorm warnings over here in Indiana and Ohio. There is a marginal risk in that area. Definitely a little bit of an open performance here. I don't know why I stuttered that, but that probably won't cause too much in the form of tornadoes, mainly just winds and some hail. We also do have a risk up here. We do have some tornado risk, but not anything crazy. And we also do have a wind and hail risk in this region over here in northern Michigan and northern Wisconsin. So those areas also need to watch out for potential severe weather. But our main focus is still dedicated towards this storm in northeastern Iowa, which is currently producing a tornado from what we can see. So just make sure you are safe out there. Make sure that is where you are, the safe spot. And there is a severe thunderstorm watch that continues up until 10 p.m. Central Time. So 10 p.m. Central Time is when this will expire, so you still have lots of time left before this expires. In this whole area, I know it's a bad outline, but it's the best I can do. So if you live in Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, Iowa City, Marshalltown, Waterloo, Fort Dodge, Eldora, Montezuma, Oskaloosa, Indianola, all of those areas need to be aware for potential severe weather, possibly tornadoes, as we go up until 10 p.m. tonight. So that is what we're watching. There is a little storm here. I was watching this storm well, okay, this is a completely different storm. It's, like, out of the same outflow boundary or whatever it is. There is a little storm here near Asbury Park. It has no severe warning on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a severe warning soon. Mainly for wind, from what it looks like. Yeah, I would say mainly for wind. I feel like these are the types of storms that won't really appear windy on radar, but also, this is out ahead of the line. I feel like it's in that, outflow area, so I feel like it might produce some wind, but I don't know if it is severe. It doesn't have a lot of hail on it, so I'm just wondering. It's a storm that just appeared, so maybe severe thunderstorm warning will develop eventually. It's near Asbury Park. We also do have our severe thunderstorm warning for Baltimore at the moment. This is part of the line that's producing mainly all of the winds, between New York City and Baltimore. This line is likely going to produce 55 to 70 mile per hour winds per the mesoscale discussion. So we are continuing to watch to see if there's any more severe thunderstorm warnings issued. But Baltimore, you do have to be indoors and away from those doors and windows to protect yourself. But yeah, I mean, we still have that observed tornado on the ground. Let me see. Okay. So now it's not observed anymore. It is no longer observed. Now they downed it to radar indicated. So we'll see if we get any more reports with it. But right now, we just have one radar indicated tornado warning active. So definitely still be in your safe spot for that. But it won't be as concerning. It isn't as concerning of a warning. I mean, it is still concerning, but, like, not relatively as much. Mainly because there is no certainty, 100% certainty, that a tornado was on the ground anymore. So we still have yet to drop the tornado warning. That means that there could still be a tornado on the ground at any given moment, but we're not 100% certain. So that's generally what our thinking is here. But one tornado warning is still active. Let me just change this title. But we still have that tornado warning in effect. I'm going to look to see if there's any other storms that might potentially produce, because this is a big cluster. I mean, if we can get, like, an individual storm that is separated from the rest, like this storm, to really develop, then that would make sense if that produces a tornado. I mean, it kind of makes sense that this is producing a tornado. There's a lot of shear, I think, in this area. Let me actually look. I need to see what the environment is around here. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of shear, so let me just check on that. Okay, here you go. You can see it on the lower right corner if you need to reference it. Yeah, there's a ton of shear. The problem is, a lot of this shear is north of this system. So, if there's any storms that develop here, that would be, favorable for tornadoes. But the problem is, it's very unlikely that's going to happen, because I think the outflow boundary or whatever conditions are causing these storms to form, like the cold front or whatever it is, are down there where I just highlighted. So, this storm near Marshalltown, let me just see what I think that's in like 30 knots of shear, which isn't horrible. Let me see the other conditions of it. SRH. SRH is pretty good. 150. 4 supercell composite. Significant tornado. Well, of course, there's not really going to be much of that because they're not expecting significant tornadoes. But the Cape is better down there. Let me see the 3 Cape. Which one is that? Is this it? I always forget what 3 Cape is. Is this it? No, that's definitely not it. I think this is it. I don't know. I forgot where 3 Cape is. I believe it's one of these, but I'm just not able to find it right now. But I believe the 3 Cape would be pretty high in this area if the Cape is high, so. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else that I can look at. Is there anything else I can look at? Oh, lapse rates. Lapse rates are actually pretty good in this area, but the one thing to note, I feel like it is a little dry. I think that's what it's indicating. It's a little dry in the area where the Marshalltown tornado, not tornado possible storm. It's not a tornado possible storm either. I don't know what I'm saying. It's a supercell, kind of. The Marshalltown supercell is developing, so that might inhibit any tornado activity, but it could still produce hail and wind, so definitely be aware if that is going to get a severe thunderstorm warning in the future. I don't think it deserves one yet, but possibly soon. So that's what we're currently seeing. Let me see if I can get a camera in this area, too. I need to look. Because this is an area that is of interest. Waterloo. That general area. Is this a camera? No. I thought the weather icon was a camera. I don't know. Okay. Is this a camera? It's not. And that wouldn't even be good anyways. Let me just see. Oh, this might be a camera. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me see if there's like a westbound looking one. That's east. That's east. Let me see. West. No, that's east. Are all of these... Oh, well, that would work, but it's zoomed in for some reason. Okay, where's west? I don't know where west is. Okay, I guess there's no west. I don't know why this is zoomed. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find another camera then. Oh, this might be okay. Let me see if there's a north. Okay, this is okay, I guess. This is a video. It's not really showing much, but you can see the darker clouds in the distance. You can see it here. Some cars are driving into it, but it's pretty far away. You can see there probably is a little bit of a base on the storm, but you're not going to be able to see a tornado because it's so far away. So, this is near Center Point, I believe. Let me just check again. Yeah, Center Point. So, this area in Center Point, that's what we're generally looking at. This is heading northeast towards the storm itself. So you can see a little bit of the storm there, but not really anything specific. But yeah. So let me go back to our northeast risk. Not much. I mean, I'm not really seeing much of rotations or anything, but that's just to be expected because this isn't tornado risk. There is a line still developing in this region. And let me just see if there's any 70-mile-per-hour wind warnings. There isn't. So, thankfully, we don't have any 70-mile-per-hour winds with this, but we could potentially in the future, so still watch out for that. Still be aware of that possibility, and still be indoors and away from doors and windows. Just looking at something. Okay. Oh, and I didn't notice this storm before. There's a little storm near Freeman, Wisconsin. It already has a special weather statement, but I don't know if it'll be upgraded to a severe thunderstorm warning. If this hail core, it was actually greater earlier, so this is actually a weakening storm, but we'll still continue to watch it. It looks interesting, so definitely watch out for that storm. Could produce more severe thunderstorm warnings in the future. Just be aware of that. So we are currently still watching our one tornado warning in effect. It is really hard to tell if there's any rotation on this even, because the radar is too far away. Let me just see what the closest radar to... Yeah, it is Davenport. So this radar isn't really picking up on the rotation well. It could also be gone, but I doubt it since there's still a tornado warning on it. It's a little hard to tell what's going on with the storm, but I bet there is still a potential for a tornado with it. So just be in your safe spot for the remaining... Oh, my bad. For the remaining... My bad. For the remaining 11 minutes of the warning's existence. Anyways, how are we doing? I am here to answer any questions if you have them. Of course... It's not very widespread area for weather, severe weather today, but those areas that are getting severe weather are getting a lot, so be aware of that. It actually is pretty widespread, because I did see the marginal go all the way over here, so that actually is pretty widespread, but it's not a very high-end widespread event. So... So still have this tornado warning in effect. I really don't know what's going on with it. I mean, we can look back at our camera if you want. Let me go back to it. It always pauses when I go out of it, so just give me a second. I mean, you can't really see much, but there. I think you can see a tiny base on that storm, but it's so far away. It's extreme. Here, I can zoom in on it if you want. But I think that's just pixels. I don't know. We're looking at a few pixels here. It's hard to tell. Let me see if I have a better camera. I might. I mean, there might be something here. If there's like something, I think this is the best camera, so I'm just gonna continue using it. If you have any other suggestions, guys, just let me know. I wouldn't mind the help. So it looks like Baltimore was taken out of the severe thunderstorm warning, so you guys can go outdoors if you wish, especially since Baltimore isn't even in the storm area anymore. It's moving to the northeast. So be aware in Baltimore that you can go outside if you need to. The thunderstorm is over at this point. And that's pretty much going to be it for the day, I'm pretty sure. I just heard some thunder. So there you go. That's the line, I think. That's what I believe. Once again, guys, if you have any questions, just make sure to chat. I'll be here to answer them. There's not too much going on yet. But we still do have this one tornado warning at the moment. I'm looking to see if there's any reasonable rotation on it. Okay, I guess we could see those models. Let me get them up. Oh wow, it's getting windy. I am under a severe thunderstorm warning, I believe. But as long as I'm indoors and not too close to the window, even though it's kind of right here, but whatever. Where's the hurricane models? Okay, I'll look at these models just in case that there is a storm. Okay, pull it up. So here, you can see, is this a new one? Yeah. This doesn't go out that far. Yeah, it doesn't really. Let me try the 12Z. So this is the previous model run. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about, but that's way too far out. I mean, you can't really trust things that are like 2 weeks out. I get it is a storm, and it is possible. Not necessarily in the same area or anything like that. It's not going to be the same exact storm, but it is possible to get storms like that, but not based off of this model. I'm just thinking, you know, in regard to it being August, so. But yeah, that is interesting. That almost becomes a hurricane, so that's what you're seeing. Don't know why my phone makes that notification whenever I get a flash flood warning. I don't know why that's the most dangerous of them all, but okay. I mean, a flash flood warning is pretty dangerous, but, like, I don't know why it prioritizes that instead of a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of flash flood. I didn't even notice. There's a bunch of flash flood warnings over here in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I mean, just look at all of these. There was, like, a flood advisory type thing, a mesoscale discussion in this region, so that's very interesting. I didn't realize that. But yeah, there is a flooding risk in this region, especially for those quick thunderstorms. It doesn't necessarily have to be for a long time, and they're not really training in this case. They're just going to drop rain really quick, so just be aware of that. Could get some flooding real quick. If you are under a flash flood warning, get to higher ground. Like me, I'm in higher ground. It's just the second floor, basically. But you can also go to the top floor. Jeez, I'm hearing a ton of thunder over here. I don't know. It's been a very active year for me. Stuff. But once again, guys, if you have any questions, just make sure to comment in the chat. I am here to help, because, I mean, that's kind of the whole purpose of this live stream, to help, so. Saw lightning. Jeez. Alright, just give me a second, guys. I need to go somewhere. I need to ask about dinner or whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but... I'll be right back. What? I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, it's just a thunderstorm warning. Okay. Be right back.